It goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 809. Tuesdays, we've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Damn it, I'm back for more than a day. Yes! But we are ready to talk about... We got a hell of a career here tonight. First of all, before we get into it, I want to throw some good vibes out to our man, Mad Mike. He is not joining us tonight. He has had a death in the family and dealing with that this week. So everybody, please, Mayhem Universe, send all your good vibes to Mad Mike out there. He's got to take some time and just looking out for you, praying for you, sending good vibes, all that kind of stuff. To whatever deities you are praying to this week. So just look out for him. So that out of the way, let's have the damnest and make sure we have at least one argument about professional wrestling tonight in his honor. So with us, some very opinionated people. First of all, we have from Riz Plays Games. He is amongst us the longest Mayhemmer on the call tonight. The Riz.
That's scary.
You're the eldest Mayhemmer.
Am I?
Well, I mean, I'm not counting myself, but like
okay,
Mayhemmer. Like I'm the host of
Mayhem.
Oh shit. What is it? Tell the audio.
It is the legendary WWE joke book.
Legendary. How legendary? Tell us one for the top of the show here, sir.
What happens when there are two WWE superstars but only one bathroom? I think I might have said this before.
It doesn't matter.
A bladder match.
Damn it!
And also, I did get some new cards from my... Oh, geez, you can't see that. Yeah. This is the Demolition Superstars Speak card.
Okay.
Which has...
What's that from?
Gum still on it.
Oh, it's got gum. Eat the gum.
Wait,
didn't you eat the gum?
I ate the gum.
You ate the gum. You're still with us.
Ever take... You guys know Pez, right?
I'm very aware of Pez, yes. Yes.
It's like a very bad experience with Pez.
That gum is terrible with those cards, no matter what.
Ugh. And it's still stuck. I don't know how to get this off.
Oh no!
But you know what? It doesn't matter because
it adds to the authenticity. Leave it alone.
That's true.
I got a rubber band stuck to my Batman 1989 Michael Keaton cards. That was
have a Hulk Hogan bicep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Putting the puzzle piece together. I remember those and some of those cards. Not WWF, but I know some of the other ones had them. Like I think I had most of them for the Ninja Turtles 2 poster or something maybe. I need to pull that box of cards out. That could be a fun to get into. And also with us, also with the opinions, our toy collector expert of the show, Ronnie Starks.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
The man that's held every job in independent wrestling.
It's true.
And none of them paying well.
Well, one of them pays well.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Who let Ronnie book?
That's right. Wait. Did you actually book somewhere? Is that a thing that's happened?
That was a thing that happened. Yeah.
Oh man.
Dang, okay.
Oh man. How did the Ronnie show go? What was the draw?
I don't know. How did we do it, Black Diamond?
Okay, I was trying not to reveal those secrets, but okay. Oh, it was the light years. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the one that killed the promotion. I get it.
No,
were the swashbucklers your idea?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Anyways, also with us, referee George Wass.
George
Ross?
George Wass.
Yes, George Wass. Marriage. Not there. There you go. George, how you doing?
You're good, Sorg. How are you?
Are you recovered from Dallas?
I have recovered from Dallas.
Fantastic. Like I know I saw you around in passing because we were all just running around preparing our respective situations, I guess. So, but we'll get into that, and I guess you had a good time in Dallas. You've been getting around a little bit, refereeing all around.
Indeedy doo.
That's
and we're gonna keep doing that.
Yes, we are. Yes. It is fun when I'm traveling to all these gigs and just see a lot of familiar faces from Pittsburgh. So, but we'll get into that. Of course, please everybody check out WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can see this show, and sometimes we do a Monday show when I'm not on the road. I think we'll return to the Monday shows this next week, and we should be good for at least through the rest of the month. I believe, if my travel schedule in my head holds up. But also you can hit us up at that email address. A good one for Mad Mike, guys. Good times.
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0 at Mayhem Show on the Twitter. And, of course, you can be a part of the conversation on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook page, the Discord group linked over on the WrestlingMayhemShow.com, and on the Reddit page. And we're, of course, live here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch for Sorgatron Media, Twitter for Wrestling Mayhem Show, and the IndyWrestling.us Twitch and YouTube for IndyWrestling.us. I'm sorry, I'm getting the Kali faces over there, and it just throws me every freaking time he does this. So yes, and also I see everybody hanging out in the chat room. I see Dave Podner hanging out, who's been helping us actually with our social media lately. Tina out there in the West Coast. And Jen Carlins is joining us today. Is it your birthday today, I think? Right?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Birthday?
Birthday.
Happy birthday? I understand she got a Kenny Omega cake. So that was fun.
What does that look like?
Well, I mean, it's a picture of it's the picture of her with Kenny Omega on the cake. I'll see if I can pull up here in a second.
And I did see Matt's present as well.
What was Matt's present?
I don't know if she got it yet.
Oh, okay. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
But there's the Kenny Omega cake. Okay. There you go.
That's
there
awesome.
it is. Is that from the ROH show? That was here years ago. Kenny Omega, awesome. Looks like ROH Kenny Omega. But anyways, you can also support the show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you to our Patreons at the fan of the show level.
Wow. Still going.
Diggity! Woo! Where's everybody at on that one? I was tuning up the band. I'm tuning up the band.
I did it.
Was
Where
it
you at?
like climactic for you? Like,
You little bit.
We're trying not to peak the microphones
God.
like we always do, Sorg.
It's just as disappointing as your first time. Ed Burke and Team Hammerfist, Poppy Club level Dave Podner and Bobby F. J. Town, Pizza Club level Doc Remedy, Kyle Turner, and The Riz.
Me.
Yeah.
That's me.
At the manager level, Bradley Ruthers, and the Mother of Dragons, Tina Keys. At the $37 level, Mad Mike in a row. And back to the manager level, I want to get a special shout out to OccupyProWrestling.com because I got to hang out with executive producer Alex Cars today. Here's the secret, guys. In the month of April, if everything holds up, if you are, of course, if you... we'll have to see if we add you. But everybody that's currently a manager level at the Wrestling Mayhem Show, I'm going to get a selfie with you.
Oh.
I'm putting that out right now. Got one with Alex last week, Saturday night. Hanging with Bradley pretty much all month. And Tina, coming your way.
Are you going to autograph it? Like just have a Polaroid and just take a picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Best wishes. Don't eat the toilet cakes, Sorg.
Urinal cake, Sorg.
Yes.
Urinal
I believe there's
That's what that
a
gum
story
tastes
behind
like.
that.
Wait, is there? Not my story.
No, I thought you were going to say you accidentally ate a urinal cake or something.
No, I was just trying to think of a life tip I could add to it, and that's all I could come up with.
Oh, that's a good
Listen,
life tip.
listen, man. I've seen a lot of public restrooms in the last week in airports, and
Yeah. What was the nicest?
the nicest
Nicest.
airport toilets.
Let's go. Put it on the line.
Where's the nicest places you shit this weekend?
This
Sorg?
weekend? The Pittsburgh airport's always nice to me. Nice to me and my tookus.
Safe answer.
Also,
That's a
I
safe
mean,
answer.
you know, I also go really early before there's a lot of people there to jack it up. And
Did any of
I
your
reported-
flights get delayed, Sorg?
any flights get delayed? No, not bad this time. We had a little trouble coming back from Dallas, but
I did not. Somehow, my sister and her friend Shannon got stuck in Nashville and had to end up waiting 2 hours for a rental car to drive 8 hours back.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so lucky I've been avoiding them. Knock on wood, because I have so many flights lined up here in the next couple of months. But I know at least one person who got caught in that Sunday of WrestleMania. Several, most of the Southwest was canceled coming out of Dallas because of weather and or a computer issue.
This is why I flew out early.
Yeah, is that why? Is that why? There you are. And then I know another couple. They were on Twitter saying this. So Frost and Benjamin were originally told they wouldn't be able to come home until the Tuesday after. This was Saturday.
Jeez.
They were telling me this. So yeah, very interesting. And so there was a lot of people having issues. And GCW had a lot of flight troubles getting people to the West Coast this Saturday night. It's hard to run into a wrestling show that does not have a flight issue going into it. So this is why Sorg books his stuff a day in advance and early in the day, so he has time for some corrective measures for his gigs. So I know not everybody can do that, and I know I have at least one red eye in my future, so knocking on wood on that one. So we'll see how all that stuff goes. We'll see. Trust me, you'll know. I've only had a flight. Oh, again, knock on wood. I feel like I'm tempting fate here. I've only had a flight canceled on me once. And I think it was coming out of LAX, maybe a transfer, and I got put up for the night. So at least they kind of hooked me up. So I got lucky with that. I'm not in the watch the board for your name purgatory hell I've heard other people talking about. So, but anyways, so big wrestling news. Apparently, first of all, of course, WWE is going to tout all the numbers and stuff this week. I thought it was interesting. So, a little more post-mortem for WrestleMania, but they had several articles, one saying that they were more socially active than the Super Bowl with views and everything like that. But I believe they also, and I want to get the verbiage straight if I can find the article here real quick. Of course I can't. But I believe they also stated that they shattered all of their own revenue and attendance records for WrestleMania weekend. Of course, there's a little bit of cheating because this is a 2-night event. And, of course, they had the Tampa event last year, but under some pretty gnarly COVID protocols still. So it wasn't at anywhere near a max capacity for the 2 nights or anything like that. But generally, how could you not break your revenue records for something like this, right?
Did they include NXT in the Hall of Fame and all that stuff too?
I am not aware. So let me see if I can pull up that real quick. But still,
that sounds like something that WWE would do and just add other shit to it. Like, oh yeah, look what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that we.
Well, this is all PR and this is all spin, of course. So it's like, hey, yeah, look at all the crazy stuff we did. This is the one from Cage Side Seats saying about they beat Super Bowl 56 on social media, breaks WWE records. As soon as this article loads, I'll be able to give you a little more information. But they talked about the video content, the impressions up 10% from last year for WrestleMania video, yada yada yada. So it is interesting how they're tabulating the fans. Of course, it was 2 nights, so I imagine you're not going to fill that. But the most attended and highest grossing in the 38-year history, with 156,000 plus fans from all 50 states and 53 countries, they say, attended both Saturday and Sunday. Of course, you're splitting that 150,000 across 2 nights, and several people are at both. So it's not 150,000 individuals necessarily, but it counts as attendance.
150 butts in the seats.
That's right. And the weekend was profitable for the area with a projected economic boost of over $200 million. And, of course, that is coming to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, where I just was yesterday. That's the same place where the where the Rams play, apparently. So that will be – it is fun, them going to these state-of-the-art stadiums. I talked a bit last week on this in the other show about how Jerryland got some good food, guys. Jerryland got some real good food, guys. Like, I ain't even mad about what we paid for it. But also, I just came from Los Angeles, where Denny's is literally twice the price as it is here in Pittsburgh.
No.
Oh, dude, we grubbed up and we're like, how the hell is this a $50 Denny's run?
What?
Like, before fees. What is happening right now? So, anyways. So, yay, WWE's even more profitable. Good for them.
Let's fire like 10 more people then.
Yes, remember that when they let go of about 20 people in a couple weeks, right? Right? We'll probably do them next week, I would imagine. So,
yeah, that's probably coming up shortly.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna hire me and fire me all at the same time.
maybe they'll keep Elias when they're now that they got Ezekial. Right? Right? Right?
I mean,
They'll be the tag team that Macho Man and Leap and Lanny Poffo never could be.
Oh man.
But
Oh,
I, for
man.
one,
Telling you, brother.
think his younger brother is probably a better wrestler.
Oh, really? Have we seen him wrestle yet?
I've seen him on the Indies a few times.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute.
I can't even keep a straight face through in this conversation.
I love somebody pulled our image because we have a heavy metal Jesus with like the worst picture of Logan Shulo pre-Elias.
it was so bad.
Yes, it was the early days of our Photoshop person working on those things. So, but yeah, somebody pulled it from our Indie Wrestling Network setup, and I thought that was funny to pop up, especially it looks most like him and everything. Ezekiel looks like a guy who has not shaved in about 15 years. That seems about right. So yeah. I'm glad he's involved in something. I just hope it doesn't, like, it feels very like Dolph Ziggler when he first showed up and he just like told everybody his name. No, not when he first showed up or when he second showed up, but it's but no, it's we got an incoming here. The wife of the show's walking in.
Oh no!
Everybody hide the drugs.
It's The Office. Scatter.
The Office, scatter. She's coming from shooting things, actually. Did you do good on the pew pews? I did do good. You good on the pew pews?
Who did you shoot?
Who did you shoot? Says Ronnie. Get on a microphone. Go get on a microphone. Go share a microphone. There's no microphone there because we used it for a client today. Go share with George. Share with George. It's okay. It's okay. Share with George. What did you shoot in the pew pews?
I didn't shoot anything of importance. It was a 4 foot, or not a 4 foot, it was a 4-inch diameter circle.
Okay.
I had to get 5 shots in each circle, and I had 4 circles.
Wow.
Yes.
How bored were you?
What? I mean, how bored was she?
No, I was not
She had
bored.
to shoot a circle.
It was
Have you shot a circle with a real gun, Ronnie?
She
this
actually
is
shot
the
some. I
homework
thought.
book that they gave
No,
us.
yeah, no,
Is
with
this
a
on camera?
gun.
Is this on
With
camera?
a real
not like a
gun.
video.
Is this
Not
on
like-
camera?
not like videos.
Hold on, yeah, we got.
that's
Hold on,
separate.
yeah, go ahead and show it now.
This is the book that they gave us.
Okay.
It is an NRA basics of pistol shooting.
Okay.
NRA guide.
There you go.
And there is a test at the back of it that we had to
Now
take.
you know who the great protector is in this household.
Well, they knew.
Damn it.
I don't know why I thought you
They
legit
knew.
took a
There was no
camera
question
and were
about that,
shooting
sorry.
a circle.
No, not photographing the circle. She was shooting it with a gun.
Well, that
Yeah,
makes more sense.
I wasn't able to bring the target home because it needs to be judged by my
Yes.
by my instructor.
Yes.
Okay.
Forensic, what kind of ballistic shit are gonna do on this thing?
So next time,
Well, it's a
so
certification for
so
NRA
next time
stuff,
we're at a
so-
show and a certain individual wants to use a gun as a prop in a wrestling match. Missy's the one that's going to be the one to check everything, because that was not safe.
So on
Anyways.
Saturday in West Newton, if anybody tries anything, Missy's got this one. She's got
If
you.
anything happens,
Yeah.
I'm out under the ring.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're talking about West Dune. You don't see you don't think there's no concealed carry happening in that building?
Oh,
Of course there is,
100%.
brother.
I mean,
100%.
I was shocked, and I never even thought about it until somebody told me. It's like, you know how many are backstage? It's like, oh, okay. Anyways, moving on. Thank you. Moving on. So WWE's well attended. Yada yada yada. Obviously, they're going to more stadium shows. I think Money in the Bank is happening in the same place as SummerSlam last year in Las Vegas. I think it's in our stadium, if I'm not mistaken, in St. Louis for SummerSlam.
That would be a cool aesthetic for the ladder match for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What they hanging it from real high, aren't they? Right. So, but they are going
Hanging from Caesar's Palace, man.
hanging for. Oh, I wish they would go back to Caesar Palace, right? Just do the whole thing again. We're like, hey, we're going to take a mulligan on this, and man, to update that, yeah, everybody comes out in the Roman thing. But apparently, Wales is to host the United Kingdom's first major WWE stadium event in 30 years at Cardiff's Principality Stadium.
Live from the Welsh Marches.
Man. They do not have a name for the event. It is set to take place on September 3rd, which isn't that...
It will be Bully.
I believe it's the same weekend as All Out.
Bully.
Right?
Is it Welsh or Walsh?
Welsh.
Welsh.
Welsh. W-E-L-S-H. Welsh. They even had their own separate language, Ronnie. Learn your shit.
Is it Pan or Pam?
Pam.
Pan?
There's a B. There's a B at the end of it, right?
Pan? Yeah.
I hate you all.
Thank you for getting my skit.
I got it. I got you.
I hate you all.
I don't know what's going on. I just remember this is where Torchwood took place.
I'm sure it's a lovely stadium.
Let's go, Ronnie.
Wallop in Welsh.
Now wait a minute.
Amazing.
I've already agreed to go to California.
Did they spell stadium wrong?
No.
Oh, I hope so. Oh my god.
No, that's just probably some other thing.
It's probably Welsh.
That's how the Walsh.
Oh, it's
spells.
Welshian. I got you.
Stady win.
Yes, but
The
anyways.
stadium's not as grizzled of a event as you are, Ronnie. We get it.
Yep.
Okay.
that is-
Nobody's as grizzled
So
as me.
I
man. It's fine.
just checked it out.
Mhm.
That's how you spell stadium in Welsh.
Bam.
Oh, there it is.
We are now officially going to spell it like that everywhere.
Yes, we're just gonna dump for like the weekend everything in Welsh. I do believe so. That's Saturday the 3rd, and I do believe. Let me check the
Labor Day
calendar.
weekend, eh?
It is Labor Day weekend, which means that is All Out weekend in Chicago, which I think a lot of us are going to be involved in. So I'm sure I'll see you up there or something, right? That's something like that.
Who?
I think there's some stuff happening around town.
There is.
Yes.
Says who?
I would like to
Yes.
go to All Out.
Yes. Well, there'll be a train going up, and depending on how much equipment I have, there could be some seats open. But
Excellent.
maybe we'll have our transport vehicle.
I
by
mean,
then.
if AAW and all them places run around, I'll go.
Well, I know Warrior is set for that Saturday. So
When's this? This is September 3rd.
September 3rd. Yes.
Can you give me these dates off air so I can
Ronnie, you
legally
will.
take a vacation for this?
Ronnie, you'll have some new dates situation very
Sorg,
shortly.
have my
in the Slack.
people talk to your people.
Because I will legally take vacation days.
legally take vacation days.
Don't let Ronnie's people talk to any of our respective people.
I have officially filled the seat, so we can strap Ronnie to the roof.
Ooh.
Don't worry, it's only 8 hours, and I'm sure it won't be terribly cold in early September.
It's
Around.
like it's like National Lampoon's Vacation.
That's right.
Strap him to the top of the roof.
The park is closed, man.
Damn.
The moose at the front should have told you that.
Yeah.
So glad somebody responded with that earlier. Literally, the park was closed. We were on Santa Monica Pier, and there was a private event. Somebody apparently had rented the entire theme park.
Damn.
Man, it
At
must
the
be
pier.
nice to have. It must be nice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just to have that.
I'm sure it was
just to have that to close the park.
some fucking rich kid's birthday party. It was like, you got a full-on roller coaster out there, and a Ferris wheel, and a scrambler, and I don't know what else was out there because I
And you
couldn't
know
see it.
some Karen will complain about something being
Oh.
wrong at the park.
You know it, right? Yeah. Yeah.
They're scramblers, man. They are not a good time.
What do you mean not? That's the scramblers are the best. What are you talking about?
Screw that. Best for
I'm
best for
at
bubble
the
guts.
age where I can't be doing that spinny shit.
I love the spinning shit. I haven't done it in a few years, but
Have you seen Sandlot?
it's been a while.
Brother, I
It's been a
lived
while.
it.
Brother, I lived Sandlot. Oh, jeez. So anything else happening wrestling wise? I did catch the rest of Rampage earlier today. And holy bloody bloodfest at the end of that show.
Like he was chasing waterfalls, man.
Yes, he was.
And he was not listening to the rivers and the lakes like he was supposed to.
No.
Boo.
Yeah.
Why is Tony Khan giving away Joe and Suzuki for free?
But
That's
all they do
stupid.
is 3 matches every week.
That's
Have you
dumb.
noticed?
It's dumb.
Okay.
It's
It
championship
is.
week. But
No.
It is
Every week,
championship week.
every
It's
week must
still-
be championship week because we give a free blockbuster away every Wednesday, Thursday, whatever the hell.
I do. They have a pay-per-view every 3 months. They have
But still,
so much incredible
you
talent.
can't-
You gotta
can't-
have a reason to tune in.
You can't save that
What?
for the pay-per-view though.
Yeah,
It's
you
called
you really couldn't save Joe and Suzuki for a lot. I've been
wouldn't
thinking about this
pay-
for a
you
while. Like I would pay a lot of money for that match.
Really?
I would
Yes,
pay,
I would. That is
I
like
would
that-
pay pay-per-view money.
Yes,
Sure.
like
Sure.
and like this is look if AEW fizzles out,
Yeah.
this will be why. It's like booking decisions like this.
this
I don't-
match exactly is the reason why it's gonna.
No,
well,
but like they do
No.
they do it similarly.
I
with other
don't
ones,
think
too.
AEW's bread and butter are pay-per-views. I don't think the majority
why
of the money
have
they
'em,
make
Sorg?
are on
Why have 'em?
pay-per-views.
Yeah,
That's important.
Because you're producing television show all the rest of like 52 weeks, 2 to 3 shows every
yeah, they have
52
too much.
weeks.
That's another discussion we could have about how they have too much product.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
I mean,
Do we need elevation? Dark's like 3 hours.
yeah,
That's
that's
kind of their development, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why can't Dark be
Not
the
Dark.
developmental?
Mm,
Why do we? Why?
Why?
Come on.
Yeah,
I would love. I can't retroactively explain the thinking behind this, but I mean
They
we're
are
producing-
WCW in the amount of content that they produce.
But sure, but it's opportunities to make money. They're making YouTube money on top of they're making the TV deal money. They have more product and proving that they can make more product between the Dark and Dark Elevation. They're obviously doing well enough with Dark to rent a studio in Universal Studios to have more of it, right?
so did TNA.
Oh. Yes, but TNA, their prime product was at Universal Studios. Their prime time product was there. This is
And
the
this is just
third
dark
run
matches.
thing. This is
Right.
WCW worldwide, and that's okay because somebody loved that shit and they're making it happen. Remember,
But
this
does
is
it have to be 3 hours long, Sorg,
Of what?
every
That's
week?
true.
of Dark?
Of Dark.
Have
Dark
you
is
Dark?
long as heck.
It's not anymore. It's been under an hour the last few it's been like 30 to 45 minutes on average for the last month.
Look, we got friends living in Orlando right now doing just fine for themselves.
That's right. Either way, are more wrestlers getting paid and getting the exposure?
That's not what it's
and
about.
Wait, was it,
Yeah,
okay.
That's not. Of course, everybody wants. I'm not against anybody getting paid.
Yeah.
But I just don't want the place that's paying them to fizzle out and go out of
Wow.
business. So then, therefore, those people that are getting
going
paid
to.
It is-
then don't have those
if
paydays.
they're making these shows, thank you for having an argument with me. Now I feel like we have.
Sorg.
Thank you
Sorg.
for the
Sorg.
Mad Mike. In honor of argument for this show, because I think this is exactly what he usually argues
Yeah.
with me about. But it's okay. He's got some. Oh yeah, there it is. Those shows are just stats fillers, man.
Yeah.
We got to
Yeah.
make all the concepts work. We got to make sure these guys are built up. We don't have house shows to test things out.
Why
you
not?
know?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because
Yeah.
Not enough time
you
for
know-
shows.
The house shows would
Just-
get over more.
because maybe they don't want to burn out their talent like WWE does.
You mean to tell me that, those live show experiences wouldn't endear the company more to the fans?
I think their main show has a fantastic live show experience.
It does. And we're going to have a fantastic live show experience next week.
Is that next week?
That's
It
next
is
week.
crazy
wow.
how
It's next Wednesday?
Time is,
Are you serious?
Time is gone. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Time's
my god!
everywhere.
I'm not mentally prepared for this.
So
Holy
we're all hanging
shit.
out next Wednesday before the show.
Well,
yeah?
Yep, see ya, Permanis, guys.
I've
Let's go.
got something else tentatively scheduled for the night before that will equally be dope.
This
so-
show?
No.
Are you back again? Did I book you?
Well, for starters, it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
I was gonna try to
You're
book
gonna
myself
get
on your birthday. Book up myself for the show on
So
my
that we were
birthday.
required to get you a cake?
No, but it just so happened that you booked that. Like late when I was gonna say it, somebody else must have booked the week, so I just took this one.
Who did I book next week?
Hell if I
Do
know,
I have
man.
somebody next week? Oh, I remember who I have next week. We have a very special.
Well,
we have a couple on the show next week.
we have heat because they took my birthday.
Yeah, hear that? You hear that?
Not really, obviously.
So if I bring a cake to the studio next week and you don't show up, I'm like, well, this is awkward.
Well, no, I've got a good learning opportunity next Wednesday or next Tuesday.
Oh, okay,
That's good.
okay. There you go.
Well, with Bryce Remsburg, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bryce.
You can bring him on the show if you want.
Yeah, just bring up. Yeah, just come on
fine.
down.
Is
no,
he
we have
doing
a-
anything? You know,
Remember, like, you doing anything at 9 o'clock, Bryce? I mean, you want to go down to Pittsburgh? They got some great tacos. We got some
It's like,
pizza. We got some
it
pizza.
is-
We
it
got
is
some
my-
free pizza. You know.
You can just say,
Yeah, but no,
it is
it'll
my
be
birthday. You can just come.
that'll
with
be
me.
good.
Just come with me.
Like I have a feeling like lately, like my luck with seminars seems to have changed. We can talk about that another second.
You're all right. Well, that's a good transition and a little bit of a tease because we can talk about IndyWrestling.us, where there's too much content. Literally, I have about 5 shows to edit that are coming to you soon on IndyWrestling.us and or IndyWrestling.network, with more to come. Holy crap, wrestling has exploded while I've been on the road, both where I've been on the road and here in Pittsburgh especially. I can tell you what's coming soon just this past week, and of course, Rise Wrestling, Prospect Pro Wrestling, Victory Championship Wrestling, which I think we'll talk about a little bit as well today. And then, of course, we have Pit Fight's going to be coming out, and Conquest after we solve some commentary issues. They didn't record it and stuff. So, so look out for those in the near future. And of course, the Heaven and Hell Rev Ron Hunt and Chris Taylor story is over there as well. The first 2 episodes you can go and watch right now as part of your Indie Wrestling Network subscription. Also, a lot of the back catalog and everything is at the IndyWrestling.us YouTube page under the memberships. I've seen you guys signing up. Thank you so much for supporting those projects over there as well. And everybody checking out all of our friends, including the back catalogs of Premier Championship Wrestling, our friends at Warrior Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Conquest on VOD, and so much more. Go check out everything going on at IndyWrestling.us. Sign up for Indie Wrestling Network with a 7-day free trial for new subscribers. So speaking of wrestling, referee George Ross, you were in Dallas, and I understand some things were happening down there. I ran into you at a birch table randomly during Impact.
There wasn't anything random about that, apparently.
Apparently.
Yes. But no, like that's,
You were just like cryptically, I'll see you around, Sorg, in Dallas. And I'm like, what does this mean?
Well, I didn't
Do
know.
I have a stalker?
That's the thing. I didn't know what it meant until I got down there, which is what made everything so.
That is kind of the fun thing. There's a lot of people that are just like, I'm going to go and find out what I can find out. Our friends at New Fear City, they're already down there saying, hey, guys, if anybody wants some high-quality promos done, hit us up. We'll be in Dallas. And then they got booked on, I think, 3 days of shows. So, I worked with them 2 days of shows down there at WrestleCon. And I think they worked a bit of the collective as well. But so what all did you? Tell me about your Dallas experience, George.
So flew in on Tuesday afternoon, a little early. There didn't really know about, I'm obviously, darn Yankee, so we didn't know anything about any of the local, there were apparently other local shows running.
Oh, absolutely.
Earlier in the week, like that early, but I didn't have any leads on that. Just, shout out to Phil Stamper, by the way, for his WrestleMania schedule, because that was like my frickin', my go-to. I must have messaged frickin' everybody on that darn thing trying to get booked at least once. But yeah, so flew in on Tuesday, tried to get on that School of Morton show, didn't work out. But so that so Wednesday ended up being like a whatever day. Did some work from the hotel, and hit up a you gotta hit up a Triscaria while you're down there. If I go to Shell, it wasn't too far from our hotel, so did that on Wednesday night, and then it was all business after So Thursday morning, I ended up getting we went down to Gillies, ended up doing the seminar with EC3 and Adam Scher at Control Your Narrative. Myself, there was actually another referee this time, a guy named Drew, who's done some Evolve and OVW stuff. Real nice guy. EC3 was cool enough to give us both matches on the card. Later on in the night. So. That show was just one of the most surreal experiences ever, Sorg.
Okay, yeah, and really, I mean, I am curious. We haven't talked too much about Control Your Narrative because I know people have been kind of like, I don't know, not kind to it, and maybe deservedly so. I don't know. But I mean, how did that come off? I mean, the footage I saw from the first one did not look great, I guess. But what was the Dallas experience for you?
I think they're definitely still trying to get the premise over, but it's going to be something probably that if people like it, they're going to like it. If they don't like it, they're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
But I would put the locker room and the talent that was in that back room up with anybody, anywhere. I mean, you figure what? EC3, Adam Scher, Austin Aries, Weston Blake, Killer Cross, Vincent Bateman, William from The Righteous, not to mention some of the younger guys they got, like Dante Smiley and Project X. There's definitely a lot of potential there. I'm definitely curious. I'd love to try to, unfortunately, the upcoming Midwest tour kind of conflicts with my sister's wedding in Long Island, so I'll be there that whole weekend. But, hopefully it's definitely something I'd like to, take part in again, going forward. But it was just, Flip Gordon and Dango. That was the match I ended up having. But no, it was one of those moments where you look around and you're like, holy shit, look where I am. 500 people in Dallas, and one of the everybody who's been watching wrestling over the past few years has probably seen a show that's been held at Gillies in some form, right? Arguably the way I'm looking at it, it's kind of like I'm at a crossroads right now. It could become my crowning achievement, or I can use the momentum that I got and, start to make something more of it. Hopefully, I end up making it taking the second path to the crossroads instead of the first one. It won't be because I'm not working hard. But no, really, it was a cool experience.
I mean, then that's really the thing. I kind of experienced that as well. It was a little bit of all the hard work that we've been doing around wrestling kind of paid off when we rolled it to WrestleMania, and it was recognized, right? I mean, how many people have seen you across how many shows in how many states just up here in the Midwest that you've been working? And it sounds like that all kind of came together with some opportunities down there, right?
Yes, sir. Because even the next night, just even being backstage and involved at an Impact production of any type. This is a company I've been reading about on internet message boards since I was 13, 14 years old.
I bought the pay-per-view when the ICP was on, when they did the weekly pay-per-view.
Of course it was the ICP one.
Yeah, that's what brought me in.
Of course you bought the ICP one. But and seeing that crowd, this isn't the same. It's definitely not the same impact that 5-6 years ago, pre-Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff era was the butt of everybody's joke. I mean, let's be honest here. We saw the action in the ring. It's not a matter of the crowd. The crowd was hot all night. It's not a matter of the in-ring. It's a different impact, and you know what? I'm hoping that I did gut check roughly about 5 weeks ago now, which
about the Arnold
feels
right?
It feels like an eternity at this point.
Yes.
Which was crazy if I think about my March. My March might be better than most people's years at all, which is kind of ironic. But if that unlocked some future opportunities to potentially get involved with Impact, then we'll ride with it and we'll see what happens.
So again, it's a company that I got to work with when they were doing the Twitch shows, where they were doing it with the indie companies and everything, and that was really interesting to kind of see how they were running and what they were doing, and obviously they were still kind of getting their footing back, right? So and that, I mean, that was laying the groundwork for what we see today, and of course, and then another reboot around COVID, obviously. But I mean, if there's any way that came out even stronger, it's Impact Wrestling after COVID, because I think that was let them to kind of reset themselves, come back stronger, and this, obviously the AEW crossover stuff that they did, was part of the Forbidden Door, which, would we even have a Forbidden Door if it wasn't for COVID to try to keep things interesting, right? But I mean, they are individually, it feels, doing something interesting, right? That doesn't feel like just another AEW even. Like, it's I don't know, it's just a whole different vibe.
Even the second show they did after Multiverse.
Mm-hmm. The throwback show,
yes. I think about
I can't wait for people to see this
Impact
show.
Provincial Wrestling Federation.
I think that's right. Yeah,
I
don't know.
Came back.
It was after midnight, and I was monitoring.
Oh yeah,
I was monitoring audio, so I was pretty much blitzed at that point after running the multiverse show.
Depending on if they use a segment or not, I may or may not be on the next one.
Oh, were you?
In a promo.
Oh,
if they use it.
If they use it. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, because how shit changes.
I know. And it was a weird shoot. It was a strange shoot.
Well, the kitchen of that. Were you in the kitchen at all back there?
No.
It's humongous.
Oh, I walked through it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the kitchen for the Fairmont at the con. It's humongous.
Well, you walk through because we're like trying to figure out how to get around some stuff when we were trying to get into one day, and like there's this whole line of service like access, right? Like for all the ballrooms. And yeah, we came through the kitchen. Yeah, absolutely. Was that where everybody was preparing and everything? So I didn't get to see backstage. Yes,
I think they were in one of the ballrooms actually.
Oh, okay. There was a secondary ballroom.
Where the talent was.
That looked like that was set up. For
I think I ended up rolling a table in there. I don't know. It's one of those deals where it's my first time there, so my foot's in. Now I have to figure out what the heck I'm going to do, right? But you know how it can be in a wrestling show. It's just a much grander scale this time. Just being asked to do whatever. Random stuff like, hey, go get this. Or sometimes you're gonna have to think out of the box. But yeah, no, it was definitely it was definitely a cool experience to be involved in any capacity with it. There's just a lot of energy. Like the energy in the room was off the charts. I think anybody can say that.
That was a great show. And always interesting to be produced by that crew, working with that crew. It was awesome. Between that New Japan before it,
the only awesome, the not awesome part was when they shattered one of the chandeliers immediately, setting up the first truss for Ultimate X.
Yes.
It was the first one.
Listen, I was in there for setup on Wednesday before. This was Friday when the show happened, and I'm just looking at this thing, and I'm just like, did they check the height for Ultimate X? I don't know how big this thing is.
At first, I thought they were going to use the black, the black trusses that were in there already. That's what I thought they were going to use.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Absolutely independent.
It didn't look too once they,
yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's just
I can tell you, we had so much trouble filming. You'll see it because they put the majority of the match up on the show this week. I didn't know they were going to just put matches up on Access. From what we did, and we just had so much trouble with hey, give me a wide shot with the belt. Oh no, the lights are in the way. Because it was not a tall room.
And there were were there 4 of those chandeliers? There was not just one.
There was 2 within the lights.
Yeah, and they were elaborate. They weren't they weren't just
Yeah, they were really, really interesting. So. Well, that's for Impact. That's an Anthem Sports problem, apparently. So I'd imagine. No,
I didn't see who did it. Wink, wink.
Nothing. I literally I left the room. I didn't see anything. I saw nothing.
Well, I mean,
I left the room to go do something. Came back, and somebody's like, "Yo, they broke the chandelier." I'm like, I knew it would. So, anyways.
Yeah, but Saturday was a much more conventional day. Much more of what you know me for. Turns out that Dallas and Fort Worth are not right next to each other. I didn't know that.
What'd you do? Would you put your hotel out there?
No, I mean, I didn't book our accommodations.
Okay. And by the way, side note, AEW Dark is 44 minutes tonight. From the earlier conversation.
Yeah, but it's still way longer than 30.
Are we going back to this, Sorg?
Sorry, I just saw it pop up when I was looking up footage. So anyways, go ahead.
You know, well, you got, you know.
Anyways, you don't know geography in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah. So it turns out that, well, so we were staying about 20 minutes north of like where the con and everything was, off the LBJ Expressway. So from where we were to Fort Worth, where my first show was, it was turns out, ironically, this company is run by Sir Mo from Men on a Mission. Had no idea until I got to the show, and you know, like they introduced him as Bobby, and I was like, then I was like, oh crap, holy, like you know, that was a holy crap moment, right? Yeah, so like, they ran this. It turns out it's like a pseudo death metal venue that was also. They were also advertising the next Gentleman Strippers review.
Okay.
You know, that'll be held in May apparently. A venue
right,
called the Rail Club.
We're sending Dutters down there in May for a job, actually. So
it's called the Rail Club.
Get her
in Fort
information.
Worth.
Dutters Rail Club. Have fun.
It's a nice venue. Nice enough. Yeah. So ended up doing, you know, working with another. You know, like there was about 10 matches on the card. You know, I think. Yeah, one pre-show, and then I think nine on the main card. Did you know Ron Bass has a kid?
I feel like I did.
Well, you do now.
Is he part of MLW or something? Maybe.
Well, Ron Bass Jr. was in. He was in a match for the SOAR Heavyweight Championship against Dean Fleming. You know, Ron Jr. is a cool guy. It turns out, like, I forgot that I'd seen him advertised in a death match at No Peace Underground with Akira. That one was probably would have been good. But yeah, so you know, and then main event guy I met actually on Control Your Narrative, Dante Smiley. He took on Josh Woods for the OIWA heavyweight title.
Josh Woods, the goods.
Yes, and that turned out to be a pretty good one. You know, so then it turns out that the second show I'd booked had a later bell time. And it's, you know, only about 15 minutes up the road. I ended up hitching a ride with Concrete Nate Collins. He's you know, the new SOAR junior heavyweight champion. He beat D'Anthony Price on that show for the belt. The show is called This Is Manly. It was run by a guy who does a strongman, you know, like a circus style strongman character named Jamie Hawley. But the talent, you know, like the show was like, there was, you know, really random like assortment, but like, you know, really good stuff. Luigi Primo versus Gringo Loco was extremely fun. Yes, there it is.
That's the greatest. This poster looks like it was drawn by a high schooler kind of figuring out how to draw.
Yes. So
this feature. I know that guy.
This also I got Viva Los Amish was on the card. Funny Bone.
I've seen.
Funny Bone had a match. Let's see. Who else was there? They had this massive 15 person 5-promotion team interpromotional scramble that was a bit like over the top rope eliminations counted, but a pinfall or submission on any opponent eliminated the entire squad. New entrant every 60 seconds. However, the first entrant after the first 5 guys were in there didn't come out for like 10 minutes. I don't know why, but you know. So that was a big one. I know the main event ended up being Simon Gotch versus a guy named Justin Taylor, the Living Proof, and a really good one. I'm still hoping to see some photos from it. There was a photographer there. I don't think I saw too much of a I haven't seen any, you know, hard cam footage of it. But no, it was really fun show. Ended up tearing down the ring with Simon Gotch and AEW MLW ref Frank Gastineau.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, but no, like really, just the whole situation just doesn't feel like it really.
And this is like this is your first WrestleMania.
Second
experience. Second. Okay.
Second.
Okay.
Although I'd argue this is the first real one because last year was in like a pandemic vacuum. And that doesn't. There just wasn't nearly because we still had like this was like that show at Tulips. That was the 3rd show of the day at that building. And we still had probably like 70 or 80 people there. Like, you know.
I
for a bar show that's happening the same time as night one of WrestleMania, when frickin' Stone Cold Steve Austin debuts in the main event. I mean, I don't think we did too bad. I mean,
yeah. Considering it is wild. The shows, even locally here in Pittsburgh, there were shows like first night of WrestleMania still happening. Right? I'm just like, really?
Who ran that?
It was I think like
KSWA
AON and KSWA.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, Lethal Lottery.
Yeah. I'm just like, who do you think is going to come to this? You know,
you would be surprised. They do pretty good at the Galleria. They do, from what I hear, they do between at least 150 and 200 every show.
I mean, I understand kind of moving forward now that WWE's like throwing a lot of their shows on Saturdays, but I mean, I remember Warrior. SummerSlam was on the day of a Warrior date that was already locked in, right? And they pulled their fans and they said, no, we want to come to your show. Screw SummerSlam. So, they went AEW heavy on the show with the guys they brought in, and it worked very, very well for them. I think it was a stadium show because that would have been August. So it worked out. So I don't know. Maybe just wrestling is broad enough. They're like, hey, I want the in-person experience versus whatever I want to sit at home and watch it on the cock.
Also, it's not like it was back in the day where you pay $80 or $60 or something like that, and it's a whole day event or something like that. You can go to an indie show during WrestleMania, come back for WrestleMania.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's
absolutely. That was even the first show I was on had like a 2 or 3 o'clock bell time.
Well, WrestleCon ended by I think they wrapped everything by 2 p.m. day of, right? Like they built that thing to be you come to us and then WrestleMania, right? And I think that's it. I mean, look at the people there. It was all like Godfather and Rock and Roll Express and like everybody. Lita was there, Trish was there. So I mean, it really is adjacent, and probably even more so since Access did not really have much this year. Did not have the full experience. I understand.
I'll be the first to tell you this was my first major con experience, and everybody always tells you, "Oh, don't be a mark." Don't be a mark. I'm like, oh, of course, I won't be a mark. But then, I'm not gonna come on, everybody that I've been watching on television for the past 15, 25 years
was
of my life,
in one room,
not even that, walking down the hallway, and I'm like,
sitting at the bar,
holy
having
hell,
a bite.
yeah, it's like, holy hell, there goes that person.
There's
Rich Swann.
There's Rich Swann talking to a WWE legend for reasons.
I mean, I feel like if anything, it's. Next time when I'm in the environment, I'll be in a better position to act like I've been there before. But don't get me wrong, I've done some stuff, but nothing on the scale that I've been around. I was around down there.
I ran into Ric Flair getting into his car while I went outside to wait for pizza for the crew. It's so incidental.
Yeah, I think waiting for my ride to leave the taping, I saw Amy Rose and Jonathan Gresham get out and head into the hotel.
Right.
So
you never know who you're gonna run into in the bathroom, or and or just walking down the hallway. It's wild. It's so wild. I'm
100% sold. I have to go to WrestleCon.
Yeah. Even just as a fan, dude, you're just gonna have a blast.
In theory, hopefully next year I'll be selling merch at the Impact table. You can just come buy some shirts.
Work it. I feel like I've seen so many Pittsburgh people at the Impact merch table over the years. It seems to be where they end up, right? So, hell of experience. Hey, I had a bit of experience in LA this weekend. I got to apparently see Rikishi's promotion. We'll talk about it after the break here. I did not know going into it. I got some thoughts, and I will tell you about the most incredible entrance in my history with independent professional wrestling. I've never seen anything like this, and it was incredible. And we'll talk about that here after the break. But in the meantime, I first want to talk to you about some incredible pizza, slice on Broadway, New York City style. Yins are made. I think George is getting up to go get some right now.
And some water.
Yes. If there's not any bottles in there, should be some bottles. You'll find stuff. There's a Brita tank in there and everything. So, but anyways, in the meantime, wash down with the Brita water. Your place on Broadway, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and North Hills. Oh, my talker's not working. Maybe I need a water too. But my mouth is watering from all the pizza talk. Go check them out, sliceonbroadway.com. And, of course, we know we have a few of you across the country. If you cannot get to the Slice, you can, of course, support your local independent pizza provider. Yes. We'll be right back. Talk about a little bit more wrestling after this.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
For a foot or an inch, yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in, yeah, I fight for referee.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Legendary podcast.
Watch out on the TV network on Roku.
Grind City. And you know this, man.
You know what I'm saying?
right place, right time, out of nowhere.
So what you saying?
Former tag team partner coming to save.
Tony Johnson, we saw him battle Edric earlier, but this is a 2-on-1 mugging.
Wrestling Mayhem Show. We are here with the well-traveled referee, George Ross.
Hello.
Hello, Freshly Pizza. And also the soon-to-be well-traveled Ronnie Starks.
Hello.
Which side of the ring am I on, bro? Ronnie Starks.
I'll figure it out next time.
That's all right. Man, I let him go without a tether to film some wrestling, and he's like, I'm going to stand in with the fans. I don't know.
He's a grizzled vet. He went he went to business for himself.
That's right. That's right. He's like, I like this angle. Fuck your production.
I had fun, and I have a new appreciation for wrestling now.
There you go. There you go. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Anything that ignites somebody's passion for this stuff. And I'm glad to see you coming back around on it, Ronnie. I'm glad we've been able to help you along for that. And the Riz is here, too.
I'm here.
Yay!
I don't get behind cameras.
No. No. We made that mistake once.
No.
Once. I would like to know that story afterwards.
Well, if you have access to the network with Ronnie, I know you do because it's in the Slack for you. There's I believe it is a spring fling whenever Ryan Mitchell came back a few years ago. So when the circle reunited.
The chair was thrown at me at one point.
See, his video was that bad they knew it and threw a chair at him. So yes.
Were you okay though afterwards?
Emotionally or
physically? Physically, yes.
I mean, at least
spiritually, no.
At least you're not Matt Carlins, who was threatened with a knife by Charlie Cruel. So, yeah.
He must have said something to Masuku.
I think he just existed at that point. So, where are you at? There we go.
Yeah.
I was hitting the wrong button. Blocked you out.
Damn buttons.
So, as I do, it's travel season, and as you know, talk about much on this show, as I'm with my corporate clients, I end up in some interesting places, and I will try to find the local wrestling. Now, I was not interested, not interested, but partially. XPW and GCW were in reach on Saturday night, but I wanted to go hang out with our boy Alex Cars, so we didn't do that. But we did get to go to, we found something that was a double shot in Huntington Park called Lucha Libre Powerbomb and Effin' Warriors Wrestling, which is a female promotion, the second one. So we go, and we're like, hey, the show's going to, our job's going to end by probably around X time. It's usually a soft end. This show was starting at like 4 o'clock. We're like, if we miss half of the first show, there's an entire women's show that we'll see. It was like $20 for general admission. I'm cool with that. We go. We walk in. It's an hour after the show was supposed to start. They're like, yeah, guys, you missed like one match. Lucha Libre time, as we learned from WrestleCon with AAA. So it was an interesting show. We had, who's the guy that just got put into Tully Blanchard's group was part of this? Either way, there was... again, the next match is coming out. We sit right down, and I start hearing this very familiar song from the Ringmaster called Wax Museum by the Insane Clown Posse.
Of course.
Everywhere.
Of course you did. That completely just caught your ear, and you were like, Insane Clown Posse? Where?
Is that what you think happens with me,
Sorg,
Ronnie? Ronnie, is that your impression?
Sorg, these are your Scooby snacks. ICP songs are your Scooby snacks.
ICP songs are my Scooby snacks.
You're
Sorg, there's a meme that goes around every time you mention ICP.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it, Riz.
Do it,
Don't
Riz.
fucking do it.
Do it, Riz.
I was going to say I was not going to say it.
But this guy came out to the song, and he actually was pretty great. And then this thing was a strap match for some reason.
Huh.
And then one of the Fatus.
Was it a Mexican strap match? Given it was a Lucha Libre promotion?
I know neither of these guys were Mexican. Well, actually, this guy might have been.
Does that mean that I figured that the Mexican descriptor does not necessarily mean the guys in the match, just the type of strap match it is?
We learned the Lucha Libre was in name only because this is the promotion run by Rikishi and one of his relatives. The Black Pearl, I believe he was. We discovered him later. So also Jacob Fatu was on this. So he was the one wrestling when some masked guy that had the championship. There were about 5 matches in Lucha Libre Powerbomb. Again, this is part of Knox Pro Wrestling, the school that Rikishi runs. Rikishi was there apparently for a signing early on. And as we're going through this, and, we'll just throw this up here. Oh, no, it went away. Nope, that's Slack. Okay, we'll fix that in a moment. Photos crashed. Too much Juggalo shit. So I mean, it was nice. It was a nice venue. They got the video screen like we're seeing at most of these promotions and everything, right? So like, there's a lot going on. Okay, great. There's actually.
Did he have a top hat and a cane?
Yes, he's got a top hat and a cane.
Did he come out to something from the Greatest Showman soundtrack?
No, it came out the Wax Museum from the ICP's Ringmaster.
I thought
he's wearing a Ringmaster T-shirt. Look at him.
I thought you just said you heard it from the ring, like from someone's phone or something.
No, that's what he came out to.
Look at this guy.
Look at him. He's doing a whole dance and everything.
Why have I not seen him booked at JCW then?
Because he's on the West Coast, and JCW, I think, does
Camera
not
guy, get out of
bring...
the way.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it looked great on pay-per-view.
So what you're saying is he wasn't invited to the Greatest Show?
No, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. And then I got to see the most incredible 9-minute entrance in independent professional wrestling history.
What is happening?
I know.
They're like,
this is El Presidente. Really? El Presidente. Also, he did during the match.
Did he have a Secret Service?
No, he did not. He jumped off the balcony.
No.
There he goes.
Oh.
There he goes.
How old is El Presidente?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's fantastic.
He's probably old enough to be president right now.
Okay.
That's only like 35.
I'll come back.
I thought it was like 50.
I'll come back
It's 35.
I'll come back to the other bit, but I also have to share with you this greatest thing. This is for Bradley. How about the Rikishi spinning butt pin that Katie bought?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yes. Look at it go. Look at it. Look at it go.
Look at that ass.
Look at that ass. Thank you for that, Ronnie. Again, just very interesting to see. So I got to walk you through this, and I'll try to keep with this with audio. So we're going into this, and there was no introductions for this match. That was the title match, and I see that this crashed again.
This is the one with Fatu.
No. That was like early on.
Oh, this is El Presidente.
This is El Presidente. So he takes on, and again, it's another one of the Rikishi crew.
Was it John Wilkes Booth Jr.?
No, it's like Taya Reed or not, something like that. Whoever Tully Blanchard's group. I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, Jordan over there shooting.
Well, no, that's
you said John Wilkes Booth and El Presidente. So
could have been Sirhan Jr. as well.
What?
You know, no one gets my jokes.
We don't.
I
don't.
Educate
us.
Sirhan killed Robert Kennedy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, so we get into this.
Okay.
And I don't know why Katie started with this, but we had this entire. Hopefully, this kicks in here in a moment. It's loading. That's why. They had this entire tribal dance, and I'm like, and of course, me being kind of culturally ignorant. Not realizing that this is an Aztec dance of sorts.
Why? Because it wasn't Juggalo shit, Sorg? Is that why?
Either way, it was incredible, and I loved it, okay? And I hope they do get booked for the gathering. So fuck you, George!
You almost said fuck you, Ronnie. I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry, force of habit.
That's understandable.
Understandable. So is this in here? Oh, hold on a second. This is loading. Is it in? Is it playing now? Okay, there you go. We got this crazy dance number going on here. And I thought third guy from the left is going to be the fucking wrestler, right? He fucking looks like
Obviously, he's right down the middle.
This went on for 3 minutes. Okay, so they're doing the thing. They're doing the thing.
So none of these is El Presidente?
None of these guys is El Presidente.
All I'm thinking is,
There's 4 people on the stage. They're doing an incredible dance, like tribal dance number going on here, right?
It's a way more culturally appropriate thing than the Nitro
I'm
Girls.
already impressed. I'm already impressed with this thing, right? And then you get in, and then the Tron hits, and it starts going El Presidente, and there's all Mexican flags, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And they got somebody said what they call the dancing dress lady, the Mexican lady dressing. Yeah, jeez. And he's coming out. There's another guy doing the Mexican like hat dance thing over here, right? And this is your wrestler in the middle. And he's El Presidente, and he's got a Tron. He's the only person that had a Tron the entire freaking night. Okay, so they go in and they continue to dance more. Okay, and there's my reactions. Maybe. So yeah, so they continue to dance some more, and the ladies dance in the middle, and he's doing his Mexican tap dance, and then the tribal guys are still dancing, and they just keep going. This is 9 minutes of this stuff.
This is fantastic.
And everybody loved it. I loved it. And this is the best entrance I have ever seen in independent professional wrestling.
This is one I actually wouldn't skip through.
No!
Please tell me El Presidente went over.
He won!
He better. With how much they invested in the entrance. They had to pay probably 6 other people for El Presidente. He better go over.
They had as many people in this shot dancing as they had booked on the entire half of the show.
This is fantastic. Like, I think I'm a fan. I think I need to look up El Presidente.
I got his Instagram somewhere. If you look up Knox Pro Wrestling, I think it's NOKX Wrestling. You'll see. If you poke in there, they have like strangely a list of everybody's Instagram, whether they work or not. Apparently, same thing when you go to the FN Wrestling. There's nothing for Lucha Libre Powerbomb. Not even a T-shirt. I want a T-shirt that said Lucha Libre Powerbomb because I was so impressed with this and how this thing came out. And then he won. And then the tribal dancers with the feathers came out again and danced for a little bit longer, and it was fantastic.
Wait,
it was
did he
fantastic.
put everything? Oh, I was gonna say, did he put everything back on?
No. It was just later
Okay,
in the
that's
video.
just
No. That's where we're at.
This reminds me of like a couple years ago, Sorg, when that I forget what it was. It wasn't WrestleRex. It was the thing that was behind.
The thing across the street.
Thing across the street.
Okay.
I forget what it was called.
Okay,
And
that was.
We were.
I don't know. It was Lucha Libre Pittsburgh. That's right.
And we were all like enthralled by Shocker, the 100% Guapo. And we kept saying that over and over again.
100% Guapo. And we didn't know what it meant.
No.
Guapo means handsome.
There,
I know now.
Yeah. Now we know.
What? The hell, did you take French?
I did take French.
Okay, then.
But the
obviously I made a poor life choice. So
yes, you did.
I mean, I didn't know I'd be exposed this much to Spanish. This much the Spanish.
I was about to say, like over there.
Listen, I was like, I'm closer to French-speaking people than I am to Mexican people. This is a decision I made in like 1992. Okay, so it made sense at the time. You know, if I had to talk to past me, I'm going to be like, yo, take Spanish. Trust me, it'll be more useful in the future, especially when you have an argument with a wrestler over them breaking your camera.
Frank the Clown speaks Spanish?
Yes! I saw Frank in Dallas, by the way. So
did you fight him in a death match?
No, he's not the. He's the OK Clown. Okay.
Did you come out to ICP?
He does not know. He was just on the street.
Homies.
What are you doing? No, we're not doing that right now.
That's
after the show.
Homies.
Oh God.
Oh goodness, we're gonna get sued by ICP.
So Ronnie, are you ready for the gathering?
Oh God, yeah.
Wait. You're like regretting this? I booked the hotel. You better be fucking going.
When is the gathering?
First weekend of August, the week after SummerSlam.
Time out.
Do we have dates on it?
I could get it in a second here. Yes. What, Riz? What?
You booked a hotel?
Yes, I booked a hotel.
For the gathering?
Would you want to stay with those people?
No.
Then,
bro, we're there for days.
If Sorg says he doesn't want to stay amongst his own kind for like 4 days, then it must be bad.
Listen, I have no problem
That's
with my
true.
kind. Okay, I have a problem with the shell shock from the fireworks 24/7 when I'm trying to sleep right in the middle of the campgrounds in an RV.
Precisely, he can't deal with his own kind. So
the kind that are fireworks. Listen, not all the gremlins are bad. The ones with explosives are.
I'm still trying to find El Presidente on Twitter.
You remind me afterwards, and I'll hook you up with that. Oh man, Tina says, "Look at that tush twirl." I hope that was from the video and not something else, but
that was El Presidente's tush.
Yeah. It was good. I also got to see Aria Blake for I believe the first time. I interviewed her back in 2016, and I don't think I've ever seen her in person. So that was good to see her on that card. The FN wrestlers was pretty. The girls were good. A couple of them are actually popping up on AEW this week. But I felt very detached from whatever they were doing with it. I mean, everybody was pretty good, but I don't know if I just didn't know them because I don't know the promotion. But it was also as a first time. I think it was a first time show for them. And they're filming for pay-per-view on this Viva Live app. It looks like kind of like Pluto, but you'd have to buy like a pay-per-view pass to watch these shows. Yeah, it was fine. I do appreciate, and I don't mean to slam Rikishi's promotion, but the whole thing felt they had so much production. The announcer was so fantastic, but she was having mic problems throughout the night. The lighting was great. The music, it just show flow is something I'm sensitive to. I mean, George, you probably see the way shows flow here in the Pittsburgh area.
I was literally
Midwest.
I was literally about to bring up. I mean, this literally sounds like the perfect juxtaposition between show 1 at VCW and show 2 at VCW.
Oh, really?
Literally.
Okay.
Except with show 1 at VCW, it was the music.
We're talking about Victory or Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
That happened. Second show was Sweet Victory was this Sunday. That's one that we
from,
did film.
From McMecken, West Virginia, the old Bishop Donahue High School.
But I just feel like there's no downtime. The music doesn't run longer than it needs to at most shows that we're at here in the area, right? You don't have like weird downtime between matches. I just felt like I was waiting for a lot of stuff. I'm like, how did we only have 10 matches and this thing took like 4 hours?
You've got to fact. I mean, trust me. Like, it's not as easy as it looks.
I know it's not as easy, which is also a testament to the people that run tight ships
some shows,
for shows.
Some places in the Midwest I go.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many matches you will end up with. There's been nights where I've showed up. There's 13 matches booked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Friday, for instance, at Horror Slam, I believe there'll be 10.
Yes.
I could be missing some though.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually be like it's probably going to be a 9 to an 11 match card.
Or you go to Nashville where there's 5 matches with 2 intermissions.
What?
Yeah, that's weird too.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, you have your first 2 matches. Jerry Lawler's on the second one. Signs his autographs for a 15-minute intermission.
that's probably
You have
why.
2 more matches. Ricky Morton's in a tag team match on the 4th match. Has to sign an intermission, and then you have your main event. That happened at 2 shows. Not with those. That was the one show. The other show had like James Storm and Billy Gunn teaming up. That was fantastic. And they had a few names on there if I recall. Yeah. So it's really interesting. And I gotta say, I think most of the California shows I've been to have been a peculiar flow, right? And not counting Women of Wrestling because it was a TV taping, so of course it was going to be really kind of weird. But still moved, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's just, I don't know if it's a different attention to detail, I suppose, for a presentation like that. But I don't know.
One regret I had, the one weekend I was in San Francisco, Hood Slam was not running.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that when I'm like, oh, we're running the weekend before and after. If you ever go to Dallas-Fort Worth again, I do believe Metroplex Wrestling runs every Thursday night. Last I was there, we have to double check that, and I understand because I caught up with some friends from.
I think I met some people who work there, but
likely.
Yeah. Who was on the card?
I don't remember anybody. Ooh. We have to go back to my social media from about 4 years ago. But no, I know they're still running because
they had a show.
Oh, well, of course they did.
No, like they definitely did. I know. Like,
I think I saw it on the list too. But no, I ran into Eamon. Everybody remembers Eamon? Yes, in Dallas.
Buddy Wrestle fan.
So I got to catch up with him and Josh, and actually got to see some of the Inspire Pro crew as well. So what's up, Inspire Pro crew? And just generally catch up. No, good to see that everybody's doing good there. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I don't think it was a bad show. And I think it's one of those, if you were sitting there in the bar drinking, you didn't give a shit. The guy next to me that was standing the entire night, yelling interesting things that didn't make sense. And then at one time started doing kind of curls on the desk for some reason. I think the dude was on PCP. Welcome to LA, I guess. But no, I mean, worthwhile. It was a great experience otherwise. And Rikishi came out too. Once again, guy wins the belt. Black Pearl comes out. Apparently part of the Samoan Dynasty. Beats up this guy. Music is blaring the entire time. Then Samoan Dynasty music plays with the Tron. Here comes Rikishi and like all the Samoans there. And they beat people up and make them bloody. And music is blasting the entire time. And by the way, they all do the acknowledge me thing. Like Rikishi just did like a Roman Reigns acknowledge me deal, and it was like, I get it.
Yep.
You know,
wrestling's connected.
Right, it's all connected. Absolutely,
everything's connected.
Absolutely.
So did Rikishi do anything, or was he just?
Oh, we just kind of walked through the ring, sicked the rest of the guys on the champ, and said acknowledge me, and that was about it.
Oh.
So I mean, he was out there for like 5 minutes to do it, but. You know, so, but yeah, that was it. I kind of feel the women's match show should have been first. Also, there was a Punk show afterwards that you had free admission to, but they ran so late, I don't even know. We got other.
I have an important question to ask.
Yes.
How great is In-N-Out Burger?
Fantastic. Although Missy says Whataburger is her West Coast burger.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You hear that?
I don't know. I've never had.
You hear that? You hear that? You hear that, America?
Did
What
you
a
hear
burger!
all of our disappointing groans when you said that?
Listen, she goes to California a bit now. The family is out there. She's getting regular Whataburger or In-N-Out Burger. She just experienced Whataburger for the first time. It was literally, we got back from packing up the collective and got it. And at 5 a.m., I woke her up and I said, wake up and eat this burger. So it was literally like a dream tour.
And we had it
at 5 a.m.
Oh.
Bro, I had an hour's sleep before doing a show and then WrestleMania.
But for a guy who's never had In-N-Out Burger until next year.
I think you'll be all right. You'll be happy with it.
Excellent.
I think I went. I don't even remember which one I went to. I think I went to Whataburger and I got a patty melt.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a patty melt.
So, don't do that. It was good. We still like we were talking up Cookout the entire time down to Conquest.
Oh God, I need Cookout.
see, and then we got Rob going. Yeah, it's fine. It's like
Cookout's amazing.
Cookout's all right.
Thank you, Conquest, for having their venue 2 blocks from a Cookout.
I'm gonna say Cookout is probably my top 5 cheeseburgers I've ever had.
Oh, again, this is somebody who lives around it, but Tina says In-N-Out is decent.
How dare you?
Was Danica Delilah Rouge booked for that show? If so, you'll see her in a few weeks. I am not sure if I caught everybody's name. There was this wonderful kind of Mrs. Jekyll kind of character that was in the first match that I loved, though. Ask George if he wants to run cable for New Japan. Wait, am I supposed to ask him that on the show?
Wait, who?
Oh, too late now.
If you're not booked the next weekend. You're getting bookings in the chat room for menial tasks, sir.
For who?
For New Japan, apparently.
When?
I think they're this weekend.
Oh. Well,
yeah, you got Hood Slam.
Yeah, no, I got Horror. Well, okay, so
Horror
yeah.
Hood Slam.
We could talk.
Horror Slam, Hood Slam.
Horror Slam and RWA this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're
Where's Horror Slam at?
Detroit. That's like the Detroit place I go to, right?
I mean, It's all horror stuff up there, right?
No.
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 I mean, that's they're all the.
So I
hardcore
mean, hell,
music
let's
is.
listen to the card. I mean, hell, like there's only gonna be two, like there is of now. I think there's only gonna be 2 death matches. So.
Only 2 death matches.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong.
Man, it's a light night.
Don't get me wrong. Chuck Stein and Eric Ryan will be very bloody.
By the way, update. Rob says that thinks he's finally figured out the appropriate size for a cookout order.
That's the other thing. I don't know what that is either.
You get a pan.
Yeah. So then, the Bev, Bobby Beverly, and
Bobby
Otis.
Beverly.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Holy
Dude, I haven't
shit.
seen
That's
Bobby
a
Beverly
name.
in forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that'll be the other one.
The
but,
first guy that broke one of my cameras.
Yeah, but no. Just listen to this. Just listen to this. The rest of the lineup, though.
I love Bobby though. We patched it up.
Jack Price and Arrow Boy.
Arrow Boy.
Yes.
What's Arrow Boy?
Arrow Boy was on World of Lucha and all that other stuff. He's on one. He's one of the big luchadors from Chicago.
Lucha. Oh my god.
You got Jason Hotch versus Kyler Coleman. So you have
is great.
both gut check winners. A good friend of mine, the Chinstrap Jesus, defends his Horror Slam Undeniable Championship against the runner of the ring, Atlas Hightower.
There's a lot of interesting words in there.
Tag team action, that'll definitely be good. Midwest Scum, the duo of Dread King Logan and Zach Thomas, taking on the newly formed team of the Drifters, which is Ace Evans and Jackson Shadows.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Elias and Ezekial.
No.
Okay.
That's what they should call that
The real
squad, though.
drifters, yeah.
Yeah, they should have.
But yeah, and then the main event this could main event any card in the country. I'm convinced. MM3 defending his Horror Slam title in a triple threat match against Marco Stunt and the returning Michael Elgin.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yes.
Oh,
So I will put this card up.
Thrown around
I will
a
put this
lot.
card up against anybody else's, that'll run anywhere this weekend. That is a good work rate card for anybody. Not to mention there will be an open challenge. Briar Wellington's doing his Humble Yourself Rookie Open Challenge.
Briar Wellington. Speaking of Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't worry, I've worked with Briar a bunch. But yeah, so he'll be that may be actually answered by the Scourge of the Swamp himself, Brutus Atwell. And there will be a mystery opponent for Hannah Henderson. So we got a full and the Rachel Green birthday battle royal. So yeah, we got about 10 like I said, 10 or 11 matches for that one. And RWA, I mean, we'll probably still have our usual cast of characters unless
Silas Young and J-Rock is it?
Silas Young versus J-Rock. J-Rock put out an open challenge after his victory over the Rev Ron Hunt last month. Wanting anybody, any real man from anywhere in pro wrestling on the roster or not, and Silas Young signed the deal. So we're gonna do it.
The answer to your previous question, the Gathering of the Juggalos is August 3rd through 6th.
I could actually do that.
3rd through 6th. They do have wrestling there.
I know.
And Clown Babes.
I mean, I ain't about the Clown Babes. But...
I'll get my ticket on payday next week.
Sorg, find out who books the referees.
I would imagine you're going to hit up Kevin Gill and or Rude Boy.
Do it, Chachi.
What?
I don't know.
Can I get booked on that show?
I doubt it. I understand they're very weird about who booking. Like, I think they have their crews from Detroit that I think it's a lot of the people from International Big Time Wrestling.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got their clique.
Well, they probably use Rod. They use Russ Kimmel.
Don't know.
Yeah, Russ.
Yeah. I just know I went to one International Big Time show. And I was like, "This is half."
Was that the one that Mathis was a ref on?
Mathis was a ref,
yes.
and it was Beastman and
Soul Taker.
Kong. No, Soul Taker wasn't at that one. I saw Soul Taker a couple years, like just last year. Yeah, it was just last year.
Yes.
When we were up there for Auto Drive for like a week, and Rob and Missy and I went to like 2 of the weirdest pro wrestling shows I think we've ever seen, both including Soul Taker, which I don't think we knew going into it, and I was about as excited as I was in that video with that entrance. By the way, that entrance video is on the Facebook, my Facebook, and I share it over in the Facebook group for a Wrestling Mayhem show too if you want to check it out.
I think Eads and Rev and the usual cast will still be there as well for RWA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we'll be doing.
Excited.
Who knows I don't know what the champ's doing.
I thought he got stripped of the title for hitting the.
No, I think they're going to strip. I think isn't that the deal that
strip him at
they're
the show?
going to strip him at the show. Yeah,
I'm sure that is going to be fine. Hey, Ronnie, listen. I have a lot of options. While we're thinking about the Gathering of Juggalos, I think we should do a thought experiment here about Ronnie. All right, guys. What is Ronnie going to do? Will he find love at the gathering? Will he get in a bare-knuckle boxing match for free VIP passes and or other goodies?
Is get drunk and have an organ stolen on the list?
No. Will he dress as a ninja? Oh, wait, not that one. This one here. There you go. Will I lose him in the bubble foam party?
Okay.
Yeah, probably
that's doable.
That's it. Will he be caught on fire because he got too close to the fire twirlers?
No, he's going to get too drunk and lose a kidney. Someone's going to steal it.
That's also possible. Will he receive a bad mohawk like I did at the last gathering?
That's why I'm growing my hair out right now.
That's right.
We are calling this episode Juggalo shit, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of it going around.
Do we have to vlog this entire adventure?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Are you kidding me?
Duh.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? Starks does the gathering? Come on.
Yeah, we're vlogging this entire
How many new drugs will he experiment with during the gathering?
Fago.
How much Fago? I will take off my no soda policy for this weekend, by the way. Because, I mean...
So we're going to be drinking a lot of Fago pop.
We'll be drinking a lot of Fago
Sorg's
pop.
going to go
in
into
the hot,
sugar shock.
In the hot sun.
You are probably going to lose me in the bubble thing.
No. Don't worry about it, Ronnie. I'm going to put an Apple AirTag on you so that I can locate you. It's working really good with my dog right now and my luggage. So...
If you do, I will laugh my ass off.
I'll get you a collar. We'll get you a Spikes collar with an AirTag on it, so you fit right in.
Goodness
gracious. They won't even know why I have it on. They'll just be like,
you're going to see Ronnie. You're going to be
It's fine.
Ronnie. You're going to see so many boobies, but don't feel sexualized about it because you'll also see a lot of wang too. Don't worry about it. It's safe.
Okay.
It's safe.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes. It's going to be fine. I mean, Dutters and a sociologist went with me the one year, and they were fine.
A sociologist.
And ended up in a movie. Okay? Not that kind of movie. It was a documentary about ICP. It just came out. So,
given a sociologist was involved, I imagined it was something involving academic research.
She was doing a book on fear, and she used to work with the Scarehouse here in town.
What's the connection with Juggalos and fear?
Have you seen these pictures?
I mean, so what? It's just a lack of social inhibition? Is that it?
Social inhibition. Wow.
I don't think that's the right thing to go with.
Listen, man.
It's probably. I'm sorry. I guess I'm a little too highbrow for the Mayhem show with my thought patterns and whatnot.
No, you're not, because Riz keeps going on about fucking magnets.
Did I say magnets on this
show? No, but it was inferred!
Everybody knows how magnets work. I'm talking about the psychological happenings of the human mind, Sorg. Now, that's what I call hard times.
That's what I call hard times, Daddy.
Hard times is the last day when everybody's run out of shrooms and weed.
Hard times is when you're trying to study social psychology, but you can't stop thinking about Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. That's what I call hard times.
What happened? Where is
this? This is just gonna be called Hard Times at the Juggalo. At the
Hard Times and Juggalo shit.
Yeah.
Well, it is now. Taking a note of that.
This is why you always have me on, because I can just title all your shows.
Yep.
What did you guys learn from wrestling this week? That sigh means you're going first, Riz.
Yeah, I'm going first because I almost brought this up during the first part of the show. I learned that that wrestling companies should not convolute simple rules, like a tables match.
What? Okay.
Did you not see AEW last week?
Who had the tables match? Oh yeah, I did not understand what was going on with the rules of the table match at all. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
And then, like, just pointing it out, the guy who got eliminated first wins the match.
Yes.
It was a clusterfuck.
It was a clusterfuck. It was. Listen.
It doesn't need to be confusing.
Listen. There's a lot of creative control given to the wrestlers as far as how the matches go. It's not always going to go well.
As a referee, sometimes you need to, make sure they keep the rules in mind. Things.
But there weren't any rules. There was no disqualification, first of all.
It sounds like if there were eliminations, it sounds like there were supposed to be some sort of rules.
Nope.
I didn't even see the match.
Nope.
If you're complaining about how the rules weren't a thing, then something's got to be going on.
I mean, here's the thing. Jeff Hardy gets eliminated first. He leaves. Then the Butcher, I believe, gets eliminated next, or the Blade. I forget which one. But then he gets eliminated next, and then he doesn't leave until the end, until Jeff Hardy comes out and does the spot on top of on the ladder through the table. They win. That does not make sense.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Sometimes stuff doesn't work out. Sometimes you have a bad match. Sometimes things go sideways. It happens. I mean, it's live, bro.
Here's the thing. The match was good.
It was.
It was just confusing.
Bradley learned that he hugged 4 men with a combined weight of around 1,400 pounds.
That's weird, Bradley, but okay.
As long as they weren't all in an elevator together.
Was it together? Was it all at once? Or...
I don't know. I don't know what happened to VCW. So
is Bradley okay?
Rob says that he saw Soul Taker kill a guy at a Chuck E. Cheese. What? That wasn't a Chuck E. You're talking about the one that we saw in the backyard. The backyard.
You were probably at Play Atlantis.
The what? Yeah, we were at Play Atlantis.
I've done shows at Play Atlantis. I did a dog collar. I did a dog collar match at Play Atlantis.
I explained the place too.
I'm going to be doing another show there probably in May. I know exactly where you're talking about.
Wait, I love it. The same weekend, I saw Sam Beal at the other show, and I was like, "Yeah, we saw the show, and it was by golf cart." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I've done that show." I was like, "Okay." So this is notorious. Okay, wait.
It's one of the big venues that Rivera runs in the summers.
The big venue, yes, and it's a. I don't know. You remember Fun Fest up there in
yeah, but they have so many games that don't even work.
That's more games, blow up things that are all sea I guess themed. There's go-karts in the back, and it was the saddest looking mini golf, and the wrestling ring was between the mini golf and the go-karts. So you're going to see go-karts go in the background as I'm watching Soul Taker kill a guy. And you had to walk through the entire arcade.
Yeah, you do.
Which is pretty big.
It is.
It's like an entire Dave & Buster's.
Where half the shit doesn't work.
Right.
This place looks like a thing.
Listen, I'm going to be spending about 2.5 weeks in Michigan in June. There better be one of these shows.
When?
Second and third weekend.
Come up to UCW on June 18th in Saginaw. I'll be there.
June 18th, I think, is a late night for me, and then I have to drive back to do
I'll probably
VCW.
be doing some. Oh, we should drive together because.
Maybe.
No, we should try to figure some.
Okay, we'll have a discussion then because we'll be driving back after we're done.
Yeah,
working. But I'm going to be all the way down at the Speedway in Brooklyn, so I don't know if that works. The Speedway, the Michigan Speedway.
Oh. Where is that?
I don't know. Look it up. You have Google. Anyways.
Brooklyn, you said?
Brooklyn, Michigan.
Okay.
Brooklyn, Michigan. I'm sure you're up in Detroit. That might be a little tough. But we're staying in Jackson. So now that everybody knows my itinerary for June, but I didn't tell you about Rochester. What are we doing? What's happening?
Well, that's what we learned from about you.
What we learned from wrestling.
Well, that's what you learned from wrestling.
Ronnie, what'd you learn?
I've learned that Kevin Owens is probably going to get taken out in a straitjacket.
What?
Kevin Owens will probably get taken out in a straitjacket because he can't figure out who Elias is and who Ezekial is.
Listen, I'm really looking forward to see what this Ezekiel thing is going to be 3 months from now. We're in that awkward. We're in that awkward first stage. I think it's going to be great. I miss Elias. I feel like we missed the boat to evolve Elias instead of doing a goofy new thing with him. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So, yeah.
I just hope it's not going to be like a Mr. America type thing.
He kind of looks like Gene Wilder a little bit.
We're just going to settle into this. Listen, we're going to settle into this. He's going to be Ezekial for a while. And then he's going to disappear for 6 months to grow a beard back. And then we're going to have the momentous return of Elias. Right?
I said this when he first debuted. He looks like LA Knight with longer hair.
I don't know.
Just tell me.
My personal favorites are the ones where he looks like a buff Stu Pickles.
Those
are my favorite. Those are my favorite.
That's a good one.
Tina learned
that's pretty accurate.
Tina learned from wrestling the more you know moment from Miz last night. A belt is something that holds your pants up. I love he corrected that, and when he said wrestler. Let's see. Bradley says he hugged Beastman, Brohemoth, Super Oprah, and that guy that hugs everybody.
Polykilpus.
Yes.
Yeah, Kilpus.
I just love his description of that.
Sorg, wait till you watch the video and you hear me saying, "You've reached your hug quota."
Didn't they fire the guy that produced that segment?
No, there was no firing.
We'll talk about that off of.
I don't know. I thought I saw that in there, and I'm like, what is happening?
No, it's just certain people. You have to, when you want to explain things to them.
George, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that I need to keep betting on myself, Sorg.
Yes, and we all do. You never know where we're gonna go.
I'm not done yet. Darn it. Jeez. Yeah.
I was just emphatically agreeing. I wasn't trying not to cut in.
Well, yeah.
George, it's okay. I'm sorry, George. I'm
Way
sorry,
to go,
George.
Sorg.
I'm sorry, superstar George Ross.
Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, but no, I need to keep working. I need to keep working. Now that I've made some progress, I need to keep going. That's what I learned from wrestling in the past few weeks.
Who's the real grizzled back here?
That's right. That's right.
Please.
God, I learned.
Sorg, if you didn't think of anything, I have.
Oh my God!
Yeah!
Oh my God! The late run-in! Hey! The Pens game must be over.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Okay.
I just wanted to learn that wrestling has given me a super solid community, and I want to say I love all you guys.
I love you, Mike.
Mayhem.
Yeah, it's been a hard week, but I just wanted to come on and say that.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
We love you, buddy.
Love you, man. Mayhem Nation worldwide. I don't even want to say one because I want to end on that now. So.
Yeah. On that, just wait.
No, not yet. I learned that Mad Mike.
I was gonna say, Sorg's gotta learn something.
Yeah, he's still gonna learn something.
I learned that it's hard to replace Mad Mike on the show. You see, we tried to have an irreverent argument earlier. So I don't know if you caught that.
I heard a little bit of it. But I mean, see, this is what happens when y'all motherfuckers don't watch the product.
We don't watch the product. What are you talking about?
I watch the product.
Okay.
I watch the product all the time. I live
We're even talking about the product.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about this product.
Well, I mean, all right, let's be honest. Without Mad Mike, there's no mayhem on the show. It's a wrestling show.
That is true.
That's true.
It would. What do you think Ronnie's going to do when he goes to the gathering of Juggalos?
Oh, we'll never see him again. Ronnie will go from not knowing what day it is to not knowing what year it is.
That is true. That is true.
That's why we're vlogging the entire thing.
That's right. That's right. Man.
I mean, that just sounds like evidence to me.
I can't wait
for turn into Blair Witch Project.
I can't wait for him to meet the brony Juggalos, the furry Juggalos.
What? There's a difference.
The Jesus
the
Juggalos.
Furry brony Juggalos.
The Jesus Juggalos. The
Juggalos.
The definitely not Jesus Juggalos.
You mean I'm finally gonna meet Jesus after all these years?
He might be there. I think he's made some appearances. So
that's fantastic.
You're gonna see Bat Dick probably.
Bat Dick.
Yeah, he walks around Batman. He's this fat dude. He's got no shirt on, but he got the Batman thing. He's got a big black dildo hanging out.
Good for him.
It's one of Katie's favorites.
That's Zack Snyder's future for the DCEU.
If you look at any Vice News photo spread of the Gathering, he's in there every time.
Oh, I also actually did learn something wrestling related. Dr. Robotnik is a huge fan of ECW.
Oh, I need to watch this.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Robotnik is a huge ECW fan. When he so this is a slight spoiler, but I'm not giving anything away. When Dr. Robotnik in Sonic 2 is gearing up to build his giant robot that is in the trailer, so again, not a spoiler also. These games are like 30 years old. Play a video game. But when he's gearing up to build his giant robot, he puts on his Get Psyched music, and it's Walk by Pantera.
Oh!
And I laughed out loud. It annoyed my wife because she's like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, I'll tell you later, but I did not know Dr. Robotnik was a huge ECW fan.
It's like when I'm watching Batman and squeal at something, and Missy's like, what the fuck are you going off about? I'm like, it's the thing of the comic, I know about it. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah, Sonic 2 was pretty darn good.
I need to go. I need to double feature that and Morbius, apparently, when I have a day sometime.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fuck with Morbius a little bit.
Okay. I just saw
it wasn't bad.
I saw I got slammed, and I just wasn't sure. I literally haven't had time, so, and I don't know when I will.
If you like Matt Smith, it's a Matt Smith movie.
Why wasn't he in the trailer more?
I'll tell you why, because he dominates the fucking movie.
Oh, can't wait. Okay.
He literally eats greenery. Like, it's great.
Is anybody watching Moon Knight in a couple hours?
I have to watch last week's.
I will be up watching No Way Home until I turn on Moon Knight.
I've got to finish watching Raw and SmackDown before Mania still. I'm still
We're talking about comic book movies now, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, move on. Come on.
Freaking nerds.
I got to watch all my Picard and my Moon Knight. Severance is ending this week. Oh, my God, that's a good show.
Everybody says that.
Uh-huh. Hey, well, you know, it's late. Hey, we should leave. My wife is still here, and she probably needs to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And she knows how to use a weapon now, so I should listen.
It's a cute brother.
Thank you, man, Mike, for popping in. Referee George Ross, you're on social media and stuff, right?
Facebook, Ref George Ross.
Oh, what's wait, what's happening? What? I'm getting poked with the kabuki stick. You gotta go, Mayhem out!
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.